welcome to the Movie Throne. I'm your host, the one and only King Kansas, here to bring you another movie review right here on YouTube land. What movie am I going to dive into? Well, you know what? Since I've been doing like the DCEU, I go, why not continue and finish the rest of them for this upcoming week and get rid of all the DCEU movies out there, so at least that's off the table. What did I do, or what did I decide to watch this time out? Man of Steel. This is the movie that started it all and continued its way downward spiral, I would say, people say. But I don't know. For me, I think it was an okay job, because especially when you're comparing it to a big giant like Marvel, big shoes to fill in my opinion. But anyways, this came out back in June 2013. Watched it in the theater. Bought the damn thing. I think I've seen this movie about 5 or 6 times. And I would probably honestly tell you, after watching it again today, for the 5th time, it's probably my number 1 or number 2 film of the entire DCU movies that have been out there. You know how I feel about Wonder Woman. Big fan of that. Aquaman. But I think this is number 2. I think Wonder Woman is my number 1, to tell you the truth. Just because of the heart. But not to say this doesn't have the heart. So, Man of Steel, it was, I guess, directed or produced by Zack Snyder. It stars Henry Cavill, Amy Adams, Michael Shannon, Kevin Costner, Diane Lane, Laurence Fishburne, and Russell Crowe. There's a whole bunch of other actors and actresses, guys in there, which I'm forgetting at this point. But it's a little over 2 hours long. 2 hours and 12 minutes, I think. Unless there's an extended version. I don't have the extended version, but this is a phenomenal movie. Anyways, like always, I'm going to start my review with a non-spoiler, and then I'm going to get into spoilers or the key points that I thought that kind of hit me and might resonate with you guys at home. I can't even speak. It's like about 1:30 in the morning, to tell you the truth, guys. So I just finished literally watching this, but here it goes. I would honestly say it's probably one of the best, well-written movies. Zack Snyder's first entry in the DCU. Phenomenal. You couldn't cast Superman any better than Henry Cavill. Kevin Costner as his mother and father. So Diane Lane was his mother. Martha Kent. Jonathan Kent was, of course, Kevin Costner. And of course, his father, Jarrell, is played by Russell Crowe. So it's phenomenal. The opening scene of the film is amazing. They do kind of like slightly veer off on the lore of Superman. So if you guys think it's going to be a direct adaptation from what you see in the comic books and brought onto the screen, no. I think that's why a lot of people were kind of like a little bit crybabies over this whole thing, which I didn't mind. I love this take. The origin was okay. Spent a lot longer time on Krypton than you would expect, because usually it's like his ship crashed in Kansas and that's all there was. Love the way they did the flashbacks in this film. You'll see what I mean when you guys watch it for yourselves. I don't want to get into spoilers here. All the actors portrayed very well. Even I was, not totally. Amy Adams, kind of like for me, did an okay job as Lois, but she wasn't that strong, authoritative, go-getter that she's been portrayed in the comic books and stuff. So I don't know. I kind of didn't think it was the strongest performance from all the actors. Michael Shannon as Zod, phenomenal. You needed someone with those kind of acting chops to go against Superman and to give you a reason why you should hate him, and he brought that to the 9th degree. Russell Crowe did the same thing, subtle, which is good, because you don't want him overpowering and to kind of overshadow the rest of the movie. Action scenes, fight scenes, especially that first fight scene on the city streets, amazing. The last fight that you'll see near the end of the film, where all that destruction and mayhem goes down, it is crazy. Special effects are pretty damn good. I'm not going to say it's the greatest, but for what it is, you can actually see there's no fuzziness here and there. Actors did a good job. They captured Smallville, they captured Metropolis, the whole world of Superman very well. Choreographed well. Scenery's good. Storyline's amazing. The flow of the movie is pretty damn good. I love the way it opens up the beginning of the movie, then where you kind of meet Clark on Earth and his kind of like finding himself, let's just say that, his journey into becoming Superman. But I was really pleasantly surprised, and oh my god, there's a couple scenes in the movie you guys are going to feel it big time, which I'll get into the spoilers. But overall thoughts, I highly recommend this movie. I give this 2 thumbs up if I want to, easily. If you guys haven't seen Man of Steel, get your butts and watch it. Buy the damn thing. It's a must-have, must-see, in my opinion. If not the best, if not the second best, the best of all the DCU movies that we got so far. So we see Wonder Woman 84 or whatever else comes down the pike for us. So anyways, let's get into spoilers. Spoilers. Holy shit, was the opening scene amazing. It's a good 20 solid minutes that you actually saw what Krypton was all about with the High Council, his parents played by Russell Crowe, like Russell Crowe as Jor-El, and the birth of the kid and what they did. They took the lore of Superman, Zack Snyder, and kind of twisted it a little bit to make it, I guess, a little bit more sciencey, if you want to call it that. That kind of makes more sense to us than the cheesiness that you might have got in the comic books. And to say it's cheesy, but it doesn't always translate. I love the different take. He did an amazing job. You kind of felt something for Krypton. So when it did blow up, you felt that loss just like him, and hope. You got a sense of hope that all the knowledge was put into their kid, and hopefully one day he'll bridge the gap between humans and their species or their race into one, you know, happy big family, if you want to say it. Amazing scenes. Lord Zod, played by Michael Shannon. Holy shit. What an amazing villain, especially to go be across Superman. His thugs, as I want to call them, amazing. Special effects, the weaponry, the meaning. His suit looked pretty damn good. Henry Cavill, amazing. Loved how we joined him on Earth. He's trying to find himself. And the way they kind of showed you his origin without going into the details of him crashing and all stuff. It was like flashbacks, which is phenomenal. Him rescuing, him dealing with his powers, which is great. It was good storytelling. You didn't even worry about, oh, here we go. Here comes a major flow. No, it didn't even feel like that. It had a good flow and it kind of went fast. You kind of seen how he was reluctant and he grew into the character, and when he got his suit discovered here and there, he meets Lois for the first time, played by Amy Adams. She did a good job. I think she needed to be a little bit more stronger and more present. You know, great performance still. You know, I bought her as Lois, but not the Lois that we got, like, say, in, you know, Lois and Clark on TV or even Smallville and stuff. They felt more stronger and authoritative, you know, like kick butt kind of thing. Maybe that's why, but still damn good performance. Laurence Fishburne as Perry, amazing. I love the way they brought the Daily Planet into it, her angle, working her thing, you know, the way Zod shows up, what he wants to do, and he wants to save mankind. Kind of reminded me of Thanos with the snap that he wanted to save mankind, but he wanted to save his own people, but at the expense of the humans. Clark had to make a big decision. Touching moments on what his father instilled, Kevin Costner. You know, sacrifice himself. You felt when he died in front of him, not to expose himself to save him from that twister, that tornado that went down. Holy shit, that was felt. And then, of course, that kind of convinced Lois to keep her mouth shut. Oh my god, the first battle when he had to turn himself in kind of thing when he's wearing the suit, that was kick-ass. Oh yeah, the fight scene in Kansas, things blowing up and shit, that was phenomenal. The last fight with Zod, that was unbelievable. You can kind of see that it makes more sense that they were not only in Metropolis but in Gotham too. So that's how you get the Batman for the next movie that I'll be doing, Batman vs Superman. Don't worry, relax, hold your horses. You'll see Batman's perspective in the next film. But the fight scene was amazing, and you felt for him. He's all about doing what's right, and you know, just because you have the power doesn't give you the right that you should kill or abuse your power in a sense. And when he was telling Zod to stop, and you could see, you know, the heat ray going towards that family, and he wasn't going to stop. He goes, I'm never going to stop. And he had to snap his neck. And that got to him, and he's kind of like lost it a little bit. And Lois was there to kind of like grab him so he doesn't completely have a nervous breakdown, because it went against his code. But you know what? He had to do it. There was no doubt about it. You felt his emotion when that did happen. It was just like, oh, he just snapped his neck. No, he actually struggled to do that. He didn't want to do it, trust me. But overall, loved it. Loved the action. Loved the story from beginning to end. Like I was saying earlier in this video, if this is not my second favorite, maybe the best from all I've seen. This is the 5th time I've seen this movie. Amazing. Henry Cavill was born to play Superman. So DC Warner Brothers, get your asses together and you get this man to come back for a Man of Steel 2, because this guy wants to still be Superman, so keep him as Superman. He's phenomenal. I don't care about anybody else you can replace him. Who gives a rat's butt? But it's phenomenal. Get a good story. We want a Man of Steel 2. Everybody's waiting for the damn thing. We need redemption, people. But highly recommend it. Buy it, see it, watch it. You know, it's worth the wait. I felt the same exact way after, I would say, 3 years, because this came out in 2013 of June. We're talking about a good 7 years. I think when I first seen it 7 years, felt the same way I felt today. The lore is good. I like the way Snyder did his twist, you know. It was a good start to the DCU, in my opinion. So I highly recommend it. I don't know. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment sections below. What do you rank this movie? You rank it as your number 1, number 2, number 3. Did you like it? Did you hate it? You guys tell me in the video here below. So anyways, guys, so that is my Man of Steel review starring Henry Cavill. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out my other videos here on the Movie Throne. Did Suicide Squad, which you could probably get a kick out of that. And like I said earlier, I'm going to be doing all the DCU films just to kind of get them out of the slate. So you'll be getting a Batman vs. Superman your way, and of course, Justice League. So at least they're all out on the table. And it's, as I say, money in the bank, right? So you guys stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. And like always, stay off the King's Throne. Get your asses on the couch and watch some movies, or in the theater. And there'll be more reviews coming your way than the month to come.